speaking about P. Diddy,
Yeah.
who do you think is the P. Diddy of South Africa?
Oh, good question.
There's no P. Diddy of South Africa, but obviously, Somizi.
Nota says the most shocking thing about Somizi. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Nota recently went to the Spreading Humors podcast with Sima, Yanda and Zile, and he was asked about who does he think is the P. Diddy of South Africa, and he said that he thinks it's Somizi. He says that for people like Somizi, they can do anything because there is never any consequence for their actions. They can never get cancelled. They can never lose their jobs on TV and radio. Some people are above the law. He also said that people like Somizi get abused at a young age and then they end up being abusive themselves. Like how Somizi had a sexual relationship with Mohale and he used him and abused him, but there were no consequences for his action. He also says that Somizi sees nothing wrong with sleeping with the younger people because Somizi had an interview with MacG where Somizi said to MacG that he had a crush on MacG while MacG was still a teenager. He said that when MacG was still working on ETV Crazy E, he had a crush on MacG during that time. During that time, MacG was still a teenager and Somizi was approaching his 30s if he was not 30-something. He sees nothing wrong with sleeping with younger people. And Nota says that that is a character of PDD. He says that people like Somizi who grew up in the public, both his parents were famous and he has all these connections, it's a lot easier for them to get away with anything. And anyways, listen to this video for yourself and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Speaking about P. Diddy,
Yeah.
who do you think is the P. Diddy of South Africa?
Oh, good question.
There's no P. Diddy of South Africa, but obviously, Somizi.
I
You know,
win.
but I mean, okay, I'm gonna tell you guys because I want you to be. So I'll say in the industry, there's lots of people who've been used, right, to get other people somewhere, and it's usually women that are being used. A guy like Zilawizi at his age, when I was his age, right, all the Grootmans would say, "Yo, bring us your age mates, the girls, you know, bring them to the section,
Oh,
bring
yeah.
them to the table." Then you end up being the plug. And then those
The pimp.
Grootmans, well, I wouldn't put it that harshly, but
Yeah.
I mean, most of the pimping is done by women, to be honest.
How-
Yeah, like it's very hard for Zila to get a girl to do something that would make him a pimp, you know, but another girl to be like, "Yo, show me, Asambi, let's go to Durban. There's someone who's bought me like whatever this flights, we're gonna stay in a 5-star hotel." You know, it's much easier to do that. There's never any consequences.
Yeah.
Like you never lose your radio show, you never lose your TV show. You can talk about state secrets with a minister of police, say them on air, on radio, you know what I mean? Be made to apologize. The minister then runs to Stanton police station with news cameras there, opens a case against you, and then iphelele moyen. And for someone like you know, I say Somizi, but I don't mean it in like a bad way. But I understand where people get taken advantage of at too early a stage for them to do anything about it, right?
Yeah.
So for him, his parents were child star. I mean, he was a child star and his parents were actors,
Yeah.
Shefan and his mother as well, you know, Mary Twala. So he was surrounded by people in the film industry who are known to abuse little kids,
How
right? And then when you look at things like you come out as either homosexual, pansexual, or whatever it is, like you're fluid in terms of your sexual orientation,
Yeah.
right? A lot of the cases when it's studied of young boys that end up growing up to either be not heteronormative, right, is that there's child abuse that has taken place at an early age, right? And a lot of it is child sexual abuse. And in the entertainment industry, it happens everywhere.
Hectic.
You know what I mean? It happens in the church as well. You know, it happens in sports, you know, water polo.
Yeah.
You know the story of St. Andrews.
No.
St. Andrews, like one of the most famous schools in South Africa, and the water polo coach was busy, you know, molesting all the boys for like a 16-year period.
Yo.
What?
Yeah. Now imagine he was able to do it for 16 years because it was a boys' school. And you know, us boys, it's like if our teacher molests us, we're not going to talk about it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I mean, for me to talk about a situation that happened with me as a kid, you know, where I was like, well, I could say I was molested because, you know, yeah, I could say I was molested.
I don't know. No, but like the fact that he doesn't know it killed me.
No,
Yeah.
you also don't know.
Yeah,
that's
the
why
thing.
you're
That's why-
laughing.
that's why I'm like, sometimes I'm like,
because also you're like, "Ish, was I molested?"
Well, What happened actually?
And with a lot of
Unfortunately.
guys, we keep it secret. And then it ends up coming out in other behaviors when we become adults. So, you know, for me, the reason why I made that analogy is because I saw an interview with your guys' mentor,
Who's our mentor?
your sponsor, MacG. So when he did that interview and he was talking to him and he's looking at him, it's like me talking to Zila and looking at him and say, yeah, Zila, when you were a teenager, I was attracted to you. You know what I mean? Just like weird. You know.
Wait.
Who was attracted to who?
Somizi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, was being interviewed.
Yeah.
By MacG.
Yeah, yes. And Mac, when he was being interviewed, is like, when I was, like, Somizi said to him, when you were a teenager, when you're still on crazy, I was attracted to you.
I know.
And that's crazy. Because, like, even, like, I remember when Mac was on crazy, because I shot with him a couple of times, just up the road from here at the Red Pepper Studios. And he looked younger than me, but he's 3 years older than me.
Yeah.
He's in 87, I think. I'm a 90. So he looked younger than me. So I'm like, damn, if that guy who even looked young for that show, you know, was someone that you looked at and you are willing to go on like a prime media radio station and say that to him in an interview, clearly there's no consequences for you.
Sure.
Yeah.